Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, it's prime time with a prime woman. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I am a proud father of 2, a son and a daughter, and they both work for me, and I'm proud to say that my daughter is my vice president. I believe in promoting and giving opportunities to women to lead, and I think they bring something special to every workplace. To talk about that today, Valerie Freeman. She's a trailblazer. She's the CEO of BravoTech and the co-founder of Prime Women Media. Thanks for coming on the show.
You bet. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah. I'm glad to be here and glad to be in your beautiful new studios.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
New to me, at any rate.
You've been at this for more than 4 decades, so this is part of your DNA, is lifting and supporting and empowering women, isn't it?
I think so. Along with the challenges of business, especially for women, it makes me happy at this stage of my life to be able to help other women and see them succeed.
Well, you're a serial entrepreneur. You've started many companies, and you've got too many awards to even list. Go to her bio if you want to see everything she's won. But let's start with BravoTech. Tell us about this company.
Well, I started in business in the technology world in 1982, and that was the start of office technology, first coming into businesses and people being scared to death of technology. Sure. You can remember back then in the word processing days. And so the businesses have just changed over the years. I've been through the advent of PCs and everything in between, laptops and so on and so forth. So BravoTech came out of the need for people that could use new technologies, all the developing technologies. This was 25 years ago. So even then, since then, it's changed a lot. And today we are rocking and rolling and training people and placing them on jobs and also providing technology services that companies need today.
Let's talk about women in IT. You were giving me some great statistics. Mm-hmm. How many women are in IT right now?
Well, the percentage right now is 27%, and that might vary depending on the type of technology. Probably lower, 27. And they leave the technology field 45% more than males do. So the culture has had a lot to do with women leaving technology. And so consequently today there's a big emphasis on culture and making sure that diversity, equity, and inclusion really means a lot for everybody, not just for the men.
Sure. And how are we doing as a country investing in the next generation of female leader or person of color?
Oh, my goodness. Well, certainly things are improving and have been for the past, I say, decade. Certainly not where they need to be, as we all know, but certainly improving a lot. And it's really, really important that we get more people, especially women and minorities, in the technology world, because our whole world runs on that. That's why we're the leader in technology around the world, is because of education and getting more people to take hold of technology careers and to get the education they need to stay in the field and learn the new things and innovate.
Sure.
Digital transformation is still huge and going to be even bigger as time goes on. And in order for people to grab onto this new technology and be able to use it to better our lives, we need more people, including women and minorities.
Sure. Well, I wonder in the typical junior high or high school in Texas, how often the guidance counselor is steering people into technology. Are you that close to the education system to know?
Yes, I am, and I am amazed at what they've done. I mean, everybody's on the technology trail. Even teachers that don't know anything about it, they know it's important. And there have been so many new educational offerings, I would suppose you'd say, not only within like the DISD, but also private groups like the Alliance of Technology and Women, Women Leading Technology, Girl Scouts. They're all on the technology bandwagon trying to make these girls understand how important technology is and how fun it can be.
Yes. I want to give you a chance to brag on your team. We pulled some pictures off of Facebook, and it sounds like you just have a cool workplace. People enjoy coming to work, don't they?
Well, they did until
COVID?
COVID. And we were working from home for 2 years, which was really tough. But a lot of these folks have been with us for a long time, and so they already had the relationships built up. Now we've gone back to getting a smaller office so we can train our new employees and they can be inculcated in the culture, so they're not out there on their own just doing Zoom calls.
Sure. And working from home does provide some options for the mom who happens to work for you. Is that right?
It certainly does. I mean, I would say that work from home is great for mothers and women in general that have all these other things that they have to do in their lives.
Absolutely. You're also very philanthropic. I know you do an annual golf tournament. We're going to show some video of that. Tell us about the golf tournament and why you guys do it.
Well, we have been doing that golf tournament, a lot of years, and it raises money for SIM, the Society of Information Management, and they use that money to give scholarships. So that's why we do it. And of course, all the guys like golf. Some of the women do too. So it's just a fun way to raise money and play golf.
Okay, now you wear multiple hats, so I want to talk a little bit about Prime Women Media. Tell us the origins.
Okay, well, that's another one of those things that come about when women get together and start talking about gaps out there for women in the workplace. And we discovered that there were 3 of us that started Prime Women Media, and well over the age of 50. But we realized how much our lives are changing when we hit 50. I mean, there are things that impact us that we never thought about. And so we decided that there was no place we could go where we could get as much information as we needed to improve our lives, to know what's out there, what's new, what can we use, what can we take advantage of that's going to help us live longer and live healthier and live better. And so we started primewomen.com, which is our website. We have tons of great articles on it, and we have an event coming up called Living Well. And we have some great speakers. One of them is the world's foremost speaker on stem cells. And I've been reading about stem cells for a long time and how they can help with all sorts of things, autoimmune, low back pain, I mean, you name it. And so the research is really interesting. So he's going to be our speaker, Dr. Rafael Gonzalez. And then we have a speaker on hair, because all of us women don't want to lose our hair or get it thinner as we get older, so we want to know how we can change that. And then all of the things around regenerative medicine, I guess is what you'd say. Like, what do you do? All of us have hormone issues and all types of things that change as we get older. And we want to know about those, and we want to know what the latest things are out there that can help us, and that's what we're going to do with, that's what we do in Prime Women Media, but also with our event on October the 18th.
And I applaud you because so many of the topics that you tackle are topics that commercial television might not, because they're programming to a younger woman.
Exactly.
So when you surf the networks, you're not seeing these topics.
Well, it's interesting because we have all the money. We've got the money and the time, and nobody pays attention to it.
I don't understand that, but you can, if you ever want to know who's watching your favorite television program, just watch the commercials. You can instantly tell whether they're, ignoring you. Well, that's awesome. Well, give us a peek into the future. Where do you see Prime Women Media going?
I think that probably we're in the process right now. We've raised our second fund, and so now we have money to expand into different areas, and we're making a lot of videos on topics that are going to be interesting to women over 50. So we're going to be interviewing a lot of women that are doing on their second act, so to speak, because there's so many women coming out of corporate America that want to do something different. They've paid their dues in corporate and they're looking for something else, but some of them don't know what that is. So there's a theme there. There's a theme on weight management, because it doesn't matter when you get older.
Sure. Yeah.
You're going to put on that weight if you don't do something different. So what is that difference going to be? So things like that.
That's awesome. We're almost out of time, so I want to let you have kind of the final word. And for the young lady who's watching this right now, what do you want to say to her?
Oh, I want to say to her you've come a long way. We've come a long way, baby. And we're going to go a lot longer way. So you just got to keep out there, and you've got to stick to it, and you've got to keep fighting for yourself and for other women as well, and bring along as many women as you can. And then I want to say, for Prime Women Media, please go subscribe to primewomen.com and start reading the articles that we put out every single week. And also, if you're in Dallas, well, actually, you don't even have to be in Dallas. We're doing an online version of this, of our event as well. But it is October 18th from 5 to 7:30 at the VOUV location, VOUV, which is on Sigma off of Midway. So sign up and come hear these great speakers.
Outstanding. You've been a great guest. We're going to end with both websites. First, BravoTech.com is your IT staffing company. And then primewomen.com, again, is her media company. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You bet.
You bet.
Enjoyed it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.